Oh hi, so I bet you thought this was going to be a really quiet, peaceful video. Well, I'm sorry, no, I'll be commentating a lot of it so that hopefully it is a little more active and exciting. But anyway, this was when we missed a turn and we almost left Sydney. And I should mention, this is a video of my grad trip to Australia with my Polytechnic friends. Um, yeah, this is our Airbnb in Sydney. It was really cozy, really like a cottage, kind of vintage. It's something you'll never see in Singapore. Hi. And yeah, I really liked it. It was really interesting, really different. And we had McDonald's for dinner. Excellent. And talk about fine dining. Anyway, this was our kitchen, something that we'll put to good use the next morning, as you'll see. And this is our toilet. We only had one, can you believe it? But it was completely fine actually. We all managed to take turns and it was really civil. And they had Netflix in this Airbnb, which was excellent. And this was our spontaneous trip to the Coles nearby. My friends drive, which is really such a lifesaver. It's so great to go traveling with people who can drive. Yeah, and this is my friend who had to get in the boot of the car because we wouldn't fit otherwise. When we got back, we had a really fun game night. We had so many laughs. It was such a great time. And that concludes day one. Hi, it's day two, and we realized that a friend of ours has this really interesting habit of listening to opera in the morning, namely Time to Say Goodbye, so that became a ritual for the rest of this trip. But anyway, this is us making breakfast. And these are just some shots of the neighborhood. I hope people don't mind. It's just something that I really wanted to remember. And anyway, it's listed on Airbnb. Yes, and these are our rented cars. This is the house. This is my friend. And this is us squeezing into a car. Fuel and parking is so expensive in Australia, so we really wanted to save as much money as possible, which resulted in this. Not the best solution, but it's what we worked with. So we drove into the city mainly to see Darling Harbour and Chinatown, and especially the Sydney Opera House, which is right there, which was so crazy. And this is us just walking around, exploring the stores there, really taking in everything that there was. Okay, and don't mind my multiple shots of the Sydney Opera House. It's just that with the current situation and the nature of the uncertainty of life in general, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to see it, so this is me just really taking in its beauty. Then we had dinner at Munich Brauhaus, which was really exciting because my friend thought he was so ready for this huge challenge called the Schnitzel Meister. And this is what he has to say before he started the challenge.
How do you feel now?
Yeah. 7 out of 10. Yeah. Good.
Introducing the $80 six-stack chicken schnitzel tower layered with Napoli sauce, ham, and cheese, plus 4 sides. The price for finishing it under 1 hour is glory in that he doesn't have to pay for it. Unfortunately, this is what he has to say.
So your fans are asking you how are you feeling? No.
No.
Mission failed.
I quit.
He quits.
I quit.
He quits. Oh man.
Oh boy, what a wild ride. Speaking of wild ride, this is my friend in the boot because, space constraints. Again, we're fitting into one car. We walked around Chinatown for a bit, but a lot of shops were closed already, so that concludes day 2. It's a really gloomy start to day 3. The weather was just not on our side, but hey, the food was, because dang, the food at Sydney Fish Market was so fresh. It was so delicious, and it's so different as well because it's something that you'll never really get in Singapore, I feel. Tell me if you are a Singaporean and you know a place that offers food like this, because I haven't discovered it and I need to know. Thank you. And actually, I popped my oyster virginity here in the Sydney Fish Market. Yes, sir. These oysters, oh, so hard to beat because any oyster that I take now has to be better than that one, or I'm just not gonna believe that oysters are good. Yeah, look at this friend just devouring that squid. But anyway, the prawns, the sushi, the calamari, even the acai smoothie that we had, I just loved everything about this breakfast. After that phenomenal breakfast, we made our way to Bondi Beach. It was really a sight to behold. You don't get ocean views like this in Singapore. I allowed myself to buy one book during this Australia trip, so it was really nice that I got one from the Harry Hartog bookseller. And on day 3, we had another phenomenal dinner at Chop House. My friend is just so good at finding amazing places to explore and eat, and it's really kudos to him for making this trip so enjoyable. And we concluded our day with another trip to Coles. Hi, welcome to day 4. So this is a day where we left our Sydney Airbnb to kickstart our road trip to Valla Beach. This was our breakfast. This is us leaving the breakfast place, and this is my friend carrying a baguette. I don't know what we were doing, but damn, look how threatening my friend. Oh wow, I do not remember that. Okay, that kind of shocked me, but anyway, look at this friend too, using the baguette as a weapon. I don't even yeah, well, this is a normal occurrence. I don't think I'm that surprised anymore. And these are just some scenes from our journey from Sydney to Valla Beach. There were trees, there was nature, there were unexpected events. If you know, you know. And this is our Valla Beach house Airbnb. It's a wonderful house with 2 stories, and there's a basement for parking, which is really what we needed for our 2 cars. And with this house, we got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which is a huge upgrade for us, even though it wasn't much of a problem initially. Now I'm just going up to the 2nd floor to show you what the loft or living space looks like. They have a kitchen, which is really open. The concept is really pretty. And they also have bookshelves with TV that has Netflix. Amazing. And they have magazines, and there was even a guide to show the tourists or the people that visit the house like what is good nearby, which I thought was really helpful and really nice of the host. And these are just some scenes from my short walk from the house to the Valla Beach. It was about maybe a minute or 2. And there was a really nice path, and you could see that some of the trees were still suffering the repercussions of the forest fires. It's a good reminder to really be thankful for nature and to take care of it. It was really peaceful. Again, not something you can experience in Singapore very much. The waves are just really powerful, not something you'll see in Singapore. And this is just a short drive to our dinner place. In the guide, we saw that they had Thai food nearby, so our Asian DNA kind of craved that, so we went for it. This is us in the really empty restaurant because things just closed so early in Australia. The food was really good though, so our cravings were satisfied. And that concludes day 4. Man, oh man, does time fly. Cause look, it's already day 5. We had brunch at a really nice cafe nearby. I had a green smoothie because health and fitness is important, and you gotta get your greens. And also, this fish and chips changed our lives. It changed mine, and I will never look at fish and chips the same way again because this was phenomenal. This was out of this world, and sea salt is amazing. Also, I forgot to mention that we stayed at the Valla Beach house for only 1 day, so this is us continuing our road trip to Gold Coast, where we'll be staying there for about 3 days. But damn, there's another plot twist at the end, so stay tuned. Oh man, this trip was so full of unexpected events, but hey, I think it wouldn't be as memorable without them. So after taking in this magnificent view, we made our way to the Gold Coast Airbnb, and we were on the 56th floor, which was insane, and the view was equally insane. There was a really nice kitchen island. We had 3 bedrooms again, and look at the balcony of this like master bedroom. It's really a sight to behold. Even through the video, I'm just in awe of God's creation and just how beautiful the ocean looks, and the vastness of it is really something else. Yeah, and it was evening by the time we got there, so it's just nice in time for dinner. We walked around a little bit and did some exploring, but we decided to settle for this. They had really nice beers, and we had this like cheese platter with cold cuts. It was really interesting, and I had this really nice burger as well. So this was a really nice dinner as we settle into the Gold Coast vibe. It's really quite lively, unlike Sydney, and definitely unlike Valla Beach. We also explored the market that was going on by the beach. When we got back to the Airbnb, I don't have clips of it, but we had a Black Mirror marathon. It was insane. And that concludes day 5. Welcome to day 6. Waking up to this view is really otherworldly. And also, I woke up really early to see the sunrise, because the sunrise is so early in Gold Coast during this time of the year. And so, because I was up so early, your girl went to the gym to, you know, make my fats cry and burn off the beer that I had the night before. By the time I got back, the sky was really blue, the sun was up, and that reflected on the ocean, and it was really beautiful. And sitting by the balcony was one of my favorite things to do as I contemplated life, and as I thought about hustling hard enough to be able to afford a place like this in the future. But anyway, we then had brunch at this place near the beach, and then we made our way to this vineyard. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, so here's the name of this vineyard. It was so nice. Again, we're surrounded by nature and trees, and they had alpacas. This is the first time I'm seeing alpacas in person, and they are so cute. We got a bag of food and we managed to walk and feed some of them, so that was really nice. I thought it was gonna chew my hand off, but nope, they were just licking my palm, and I felt so loved. And oh, look at that one just sleeping. Nice. After we were done doing some wine tasting and feeding the alpacas, here comes the highlight of the trip for me: going to the beach near our Gold Coast apartment. The current was so strong, and we played in the water, took some photos. It was really fun, and then we had dinner. We decided to take advantage of the beautiful view and balcony that we had, so we bought an assortment of food, from pizza to halal food to Asian food. It was really quite something, and this is the view that we had. Amazing breeze, really chill vibes. It was great. On the morning of day 7, I decided to get coffee by myself, and then we went to a farmer's market, which was really fun. It was quite an experience. There was live music, they sold food above all, and of course different little trinkets and sustainable goodies. And in a moment, you'll see one of my wild friends appear. Oh, there he is. This is my friend who really loves playing numerous cameo roles throughout the clips in this video. I don't know why, but can't say I don't appreciate it. He really spiced things up during this trip. Speaking of spicing things up, one thing that definitely spiced up this trip for me is acai smoothies, which I had so much of throughout the trip. I think I had like 3 in a span of a week, which is quite a lot if you ask me, because acai is not really common food in Singapore. It's bougie food, so you know, I had my fill. I won't be getting it for a while. And we also had gelato, which was really nice. We then made our way to Brisbane, where we had the opportunity to try kangaroo meat. My friend ordered it. He's such an adventurous soul. I don't think I will get it in the future. It was really chewy. He let us try a bit, but it's just not for me. No sir, no thank you. But definitely worth a try to judge for yourself. So after our day trip to Brisbane, we took a ride up to this lookout, and it was really nice, and also along the way to our dinner location. band was sick, the music was vibey, and the place was so chill. It was all great, but you know, things closed pretty early in Australia, so we had to rush to eat a bit. We did have some time to walk around, which was good, but soon we had to leave the place and we made our way to get the car washed. We had to vacuum the floor and wash the entire car because it was a bit sandy from our trips to the beach, but we got the job done, and this is day 8. So we made it and we thought everything would go smoothly. Well, no, that's where you're wrong, kiddo, because we did some miscalculations in the timing, and this is us. Missed our flight and deciding what to do, but luckily we managed to get a place really quick, and it's really near the airport, walking distance, really convenient, and we had enough money on us still. We managed to salvage whatever we had left, and our friends managed to book flights for the next day, which was, you know, not bad considering the circumstances. We kept calm. We had Subway for dinner nearby. Yeah, this is the plot twist I was talking about. It's quite an experience. Not something I would do again, but nonetheless something that I wanted to experience once in my lifetime. I just did not expect it to be on this trip. But yeah, this is us walking into the plane, Air Asia. And that officially concludes this grad trip. Thank you for watching.